Hi, in previous video I've abandoned you mid-scripting, as you can see. We've changed a lot of things and let's put everything online with an easy git. We're going to tell something better now this time. I need to work on my texts, my commit comments. So build sh always verbose is the last thing we've changed. And what does that mean? You can have a look at the change here. We've set the verbose to be -v. So in this case, the script knows I need to say a lot of things to be verbose. I need to tell the user what's going on. And that's basically what's happening to the right side here, telling us a lot of stuff. Then we can analyze. Okay, next thing I want to tackle is analysis. We will have an issue. So issues need to be solved. We need to copy paste. It says here somewhere in the text, ArcoLinux here, no, there. Back here, back there. It says here somewhere a hint. You must be root to do this. Do not change the ownership of any of the files you copy over. Everything within the airootfs directory must be root owned. Proper ownerships will be sorted out shortly, but they do not really tell you. Well, first off, this needs to be sudo, so sudo copy everything over, but this one needs to be root. Now the problem is that we have an intermediary. This one is my intermediary. You want to download something, you get it from here. But everything is going to be your name and your group, not root. This should be root at all time, and every content in it should be root. Okay, so let's investigate that. That's done here. So let's go out and figure this out together. In here, we have this folder. This is our future folder. I say to the system, show me everything. And then we see, what is this? This can never be good practice. The etc folder has my name in it and my user. So group and user, sorry. Yeah. Should be root, obviously. But if you did not do ls-l, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Super F7, is this happening then to your system if you forget to do it? Let's have a look. Is there a user called Eric on that system? Good question. Well, yeah, I have first to load keys, you know, my issue always with AZERTY keys and QWERTY keys. All right, that's it. CD ls. This is my root system. That's the one we created. When I do this, take a look at the etc line. Doesn't say Eric, but it does give me my number, 1000. It should be root. Okay, so yes, the problem persists on the ISO. All right, we need to fix that. Now, the idea is actually to tell the system that this thing, everything in here is actually root, from root and root group. So I was thinking, what if we make this one already and everything inside root? So if we can make a change in the build, so our second change, we already changed something in the build. If we can change this, just a few lines here, something like this, Okay, Carly, this is going to be another change. This is open terminal like this, ls minus al. Okay, Eric, it says in airootfs. Can we change the ownership? Well, can we say change the group to root for airootfs? That's the group. It says you can't do that. Changing group, operations not permitted. Fine. Then you say, no problem. I want to be able to do it. What changed? We have already the group root. Now I want to change the owner as well. You know already it's going to be sudo, so let's go for sudo or it already. So root, and which one? Well, that one. Again, at this point in time, this folder is root, from root, and owned by the group root, and everything that's inside, let's have a look. So we can check it out as well like this. Permissions, root, in there, permissions, root, Eric. Ooh, still Eric. How's that possible? So what did we forget? We forgot to -r. No. Let's see if that's possible, the -r switch. Thought so. So let's have a look. ls cd rootfs ls -al. Yeah, we do need to say something recursively. Okay, so mon change ownership. What was it again? To make it recursively. Everything inside. Big R. Okay, fine. A big R it is. Now I need to go back up here, I believe. Let's see where I am. Okay, so just go up with your arrows. So it was a big R. And the group, I don't know. Let's take a guess. Too lazy to look for it. And see that that's also a -r. And let's see again. Properties, permissions, okay, root, great. Properties, permissions, root. Just going ahead and do this as well. Just want to be sure. This is okay, but root, that's fine. And inside is also important. Everything is root. I should be root everywhere we see. Mod probe. Systemd, last check. All right, recursively, big R. So we know now what the code is. This is gonna work. Ctrl-Shift-C. What if we put it here? Because when you download from GitHub, it will be all from you. It will be with your name, not with Eric, but your name. So we don't want that. We want it to be, the folder and everything inside it should be actually from root. That's what they're saying. That's okay, right? Well, slash or no slash, let's make it both a slash. So if you run the build sh, it's first going to go to this folder and say everything in there should be from the group root and owned by the user. Well, more logically maybe first the user then the group. Doesn't really matter, but okay, logic. So that's another change we've made. This is another change. This is a change. And let's see if this is going to work. Okay. So that's a script we want to put online. This is Carly 1. We're starting to figure things out. Say, okay, it has to be root. So build sh has just shorter from root. Okay. So if you go and have a look, 6th commit, we've got these 2 lines extra. Now in order to test this, because I can't test this on this thing is correct, right? It's already, you see it here, it's okay. Problem is, when you download it on your desktop, for instance, and you say, let's download the Carly one from Eric, then you're going to git clone it. Carly one. All right. And the problem with this is that this thing is all from you. So it does not remember the permissions or the group. It does remember the X here and so on. But even there we have to be cautious, but that's for later. So basically you download something and this thing needs to become root. Otherwise you'll have an ISO where etc is belonging not to root but to a user. Okay, so open terminal here. So let's test this. We're on the desktop, so this is wrong, but should be correct because we've changed the build script. 2 changes. So this needs to kick in, and later on we should be verbose. Those are the 2 things we've changed. And let's go for building. And it says, okay, don't forget the sudo, right? That's something we should add, as always. And then we can check this one out. Is this correct? Has this been changed? Indeed, it is root. Let's check again. Still root. Still root. Let's take another one. Still root. Okay, so probably good. Let's check in work. x86-64. What's happening here? Last time we checked it had Erica's name. And when I do it now, everything is root. So etc, that's the line that was wrong. Everything is now root. Even if I go inside etc, there should be no Eric. All roots. Okay, so that's what we wanted to achieve. And we are, well, posing as a user. We've downloaded on our desktop. We've run the script and all the settings are correct. We are working as root in here. This is all root. You can always check it as well. And that's that. Let's wait for it to pop up. Then we'll have the ISO. We'll check in the VirtualBox and then we'll end the video there. Let's see if I forgot anything to. I don't think. Test update. I don't think anything was. Voila, there's nothing to update, so that's okay. Everything I have, you have now. You see that out is here, work is here, and it did not go online. Did I close the browser? I closed the browser. GitHub. I was going to show you guys, out is not here, work is not here. Why? I said ignore those 2 folders. Luckily, otherwise 300, 400, 500 megabyte would go online. That's not permitted on GitHub. Maximum 100, but when you put something on there bigger than 50 is already going to complain. You see again our processors here working very hard, and at some time we'll have a ISO. Again, we'll have an ISO that's the same one as the one from Arch Linux. You can compare these two. I believe we can. That's maybe a third video, and then I'll end for today. So this is our video, our ISO coming out. 627, that was it, Eric. Super F7. So it's still the same place where everything comes out. It's the out, it's overwritten all the time. And hopla, let's go and boot it up. Just want to show you that the etc is now fixed. That's something we shouldn't be considering. Not, well, like I said, there will be other things, but not everything at the same time. So load keys be Latin 1 cd up ls minus al. Everything is root. No, it's not. It's good that we check. So you see here the etc, it has 1000. It should be root basically. You see it? So let's have a look what went wrong. Did I load the proper ISO? No, Eric, you did not. You are going to home Eric ArcoLinuxIso. You should go to the desktop Carole out. That's the one we built. All right. You have to always be, yeah, in Dutch bij de pinkie. Always be thoughtful about what you're doing. What did you do? All right, load keys. be-latin 1 cd ls. Right, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, all root. I see. So the etc folder has root 180 October 5. You see the line. That's okay. So let's go and check some more. It's all root. Okay, then we're good to go. So that's important. So that's that. So the next video, I want to check the difference between what we've created and what Arch Linux creates. So see if there are differences, obvious things that are different. All right.